right, sports fans, we are live. Mike's Sports Experience. March Madness continues, boys and girls. Duke and Vermont. We just had an upset alert. Number 13 Yale has defeated number 4 Auburn. So that's a big upset right there. Texas A&M and Nebraska going at it right now, 17-13. All right, there are tonight's officials. Tip-off here at any moment. Sorry guys, Duke and Vermont. Let's go to the chat. We are live. What's up, Robert? Yes, first one to like. All right, here is the tip-off. Duke and Vermont, and it goes to Duke. Well, already a whistle on the play. What's going on? We didn't get enough of a jump here. So we're just going to do it over again here. All right, here we go. And Vermont gets the tip. That was a good tip. The Vermont Catamounts. And there's a three-point from the outside. Vermont on the board early with the three-pointer. It has been a couple of days for upsets, and this would be another big upset here. Vermont wins. Duke getting their first shot to go there. So it is 3-2. What's up in the chat? 10th NCAA tournament appearance for Vermont, but they're just 2-9 in the tournament. American East champions for third straight season, and they just about turned the ball over there. 19-1 record since January, though. Vermont has been hot. And Vermont passing inside to the center, 32, and there's a block from Duke on defense. And number 3, Roach, tries to take it hard to the basket, and he is fouled. That is something that's very important in college basketball, is get the other team in foul trouble early, especially their big players. One foul on Vermont. Duke will go to the line, though. It was a shooting foul. Number 3, Roach. .18:51 left in the first half, and he hits the first of 2 tie ball game. One more shot. He's got a shot to put his team up. I didn't share this anywhere because I didn't have a chance to, Robert, so if you can, I appreciate it. Misses the second. Vermont with the rebound. Tie ball game. Vermont with the ball. 18, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 18:40 left in the first half. Nebraska and Texas A&M over there. Nebraska up by 2, 20-18, 13:50 left there. But Duke with the steal under the basket to the center, number 30. And he gets it stolen from him, though. And here comes Vermont with a fast break. And they have to slow it down now. Duke does a good job of getting back on defense. Number 20 passing to the top of the key here. 6 on the shot clock. He's going to take the three-pointer. Misses. There's a rebound from the center, number 30 for Duke. Just 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes into this game. 3 versus 3. 3 points apiece. And there is 25, the forward for Duke. Getting it in. Drawing the foul. Getting in deep. Says one person viewing on my end. It's went back and forth from 1 and 2, but we just opened, so hopefully it'll go up. It only starts at like 1 or 2, so. All right, and Duke now at the line here. Once again, number 25 misses the first one, but that's 2 early fouls here for Vermont. That part is important. 17:36 left in the first half. So when they hit the second, John Shire for Duke, just his second year at the helm for the Duke Blue Devils. And Vermont looking to pull off a big upset today like we already seen earlier. And there's a three-pointer from the corner. It misses, though. Duke with the rebound. It's me and you and me, so happy together. All right, and Duke scores quickly, 6-3. Hey, that's good for and that's fine with me too, Robert. And Vermont puts up another one there. Nice quick lay-in after almost giving the ball up. 6-5 Duke. 16:30 left in the first half. And there's the center, 32. They're going to transition around to number 5. Misses the three-pointer. Vermont with the rebound. And there's another three-pointer. 2 for 4 from the three-point line for Vermont. And that's a way to stay in a game. 8-6 Vermont. And I'm going to be watching these live odds closely just because I'm also trying to learn here. So see Duke still in minus 420 favorite here. And Duke hits a three-pointer, and they got the lead 9-8 with 15 and a half minutes to go in the first. I had to message Billy and be like, hey, man, Duke's playing. Where you at? Just going to message him, Duke. And Vermont answers quickly with a basket at the other end. Says, invite your friends. Don't worry. I'll behave myself. No worries, man. Wait until we do our first couple shows on Rumble, Robert. Then you can really let loose. All right, here early, Vermont 10, Duke 9. I missed with the opening odds on this, where I know Duke was a big favorite, though. They're minus 720 favorite right now. Just went to minus 750. Texas A&M and Nebraska tied at 22 apiece. Money line there is even, minus 115 on each team. Later, here you go. Here you go, Robert. Grambling and Purdue. Grambling a plus 2,000 underdog. So 20-point underdog against Purdue. Sorry, Billy and Billy going. Billy bet some money for me here, so. Trying to see what points I ended up getting on UAB here. Thank you, Robert, for the share. Purdue is going to win that one, Mike. Yeah, I think they are too, Robert, but I'm just saying it's not easy at 20 to 1, man. 20 to 1s are they're not easy to find. See, Duke's just a minus 660 right now against Vermont. And Vermont with the ball here, down by 1. Sorry, I was looking at the odds so much I didn't update the score here, guys. Duke is actually up by 2. 11-10, and there it looks like a foul on Duke here. All right, Vermont, good ball movement on the outside. They are a big underdog today. Shoots the jumper and hits it. Vermont up 12-11, and they are shooting the ball well and sticking with Duke early. 12-11, 14, 29, 28, 27, 26, 14, 25 left in the first half. And inside to number 25, who slams it down for Duke. 13-12 Duke. And here comes Vermont. 7 lead changes already and 2 ties in 6 minutes of play. 14 minutes left in the first half. Duke gets the steal, shoots a 3, and hits it. 16-12 Duke. And just like that, Duke goes up to a minus 1,900 favorite, plus 900 on Vermont. That is ridiculous. And Vermont shoots a 3 from the outside, misses, rebound Duke, up 16-12, and they are running up the floor once again. And there's the pass to 25. That looked like deja dunk. Deja vu there. A dunk on the other side again. Same numbers, same place. Plus, when I was a kid, I was a Duke fan. Also, Tar Heels and Notre Dame. You can't, yeah, but you can't worry about your favorites when you're betting, man. All right, 18-12 Duke early. That's how you lose money, is you bet on the teams you like. Of course, also how I won money yesterday, I guess, though, because I did bet Gonzaga. Is Oregon playing today, or they played yesterday, right? This week has been all screwy for me. There's so many games going on. It's hard to keep track of it all. All right. St. Mary's plays later tonight at 7:05. I will definitely keep an eye on that one. St. Mary's and Grand Canyon. St. Mary's 5.5-point favorites. Number 10 Colorado defeated number 7 Florida by 2 points. Wow. Oh, also was a Georgetown Hoyas fan as well. Well, shoot, I know it's early, but if we don't have double digits in here, I think by like halftime, guys, I might take a trip to the casino and try my hand at betting on some of these games. I would rather have a good stream, though. I'm trying to really just, push these streams this week and get as many views and watch hours as I can, especially on this second channel. It's not like I hate college basketball. I just haven't been into it since I was a kid. Oh, also was a Georgetown Hoyas fan. No, I hear you, man. I count up. I got some winning bet slips to take in, though. I count them up here because I might end up at the casino. There's 40, 68. Oh, I got about $310 in winning slips here. I better take in. I kind of forgot. Technical foul on John Becker, the coach for Vermont. Battle of the Johns here. John Becker versus John Steyer. Steyer of Duke. And first free throw misses. All right, 5 up in the chat. When I was real little, it was Indiana Hoosiers because of that movie. Remember the Hoosiers? I remember. All right, and Duke hits another free throw there. 1 of 2 on the technical on Coach John Becker for Vermont. I think he's just trying to heat his team up here, though. So Vermont down by 7 will take the ball over. Largest lead tonight for Duke. Vermont shot the ball well early, especially from the three-point line. Let's see if they can get it moving again. 8-0 run in the last minute and 15 seconds for Duke. They can score quickly. And there's a three-pointer out of the corner. Number 12 misses, though. Duke with the rebound. That's 25 again. So out of everyone, UConn looks like the scariest, but they played a 16 seed in Stetson. UConn's a good team, though, man. All right, inside to the center, number 30 for Duke. Back to the outside, number 5 dive. Oh, what a block! Back to Duke, though, and they hit the rim and get a new shot clock. And there's a three-pointer from the outside, in and out. Vermont finally coming up with a loose ball here. Three field goal, 3-pointers, 2 for 6 from Vermont, 2 for 4 for Duke. But Vermont gets the easy lay-in there to come within 5, 19-14. We had a big upset earlier, Billy. Earlier today. What was it? You had, was it 13-4, right? Or was that yesterday? I thought we had a big upset earlier. Oh, yeah, we had Yale over Auburn. Number 13 Yale defeated number 4 Auburn. And Duke laying it in once again, going up by 7. Vermont answering. So we got a back and forth here. If you took the over, you got to be happy about this game heating up. So number 4 Mitchell for Duke has 9 points. The rest of the team has 12. And back inside number 25, air ball. Vermont takes it with a chance to come within a possession here. They're going to shoot the 3. In and out. Man, that was close. But Duke with the rebound. And they're going to take it all the way and draw the foul. Yeah, it was a 13. Yep, I said, I hope UConn wins it all. Robert. Well, they might, man. They might. I got to look to tomorrow, though. Oregon plays Creighton tomorrow at 6:40 Pacific. So I like Oregon in that game as a 2-1 underdog. Oh, Dayton and Arizona. Arizona's a 9.5-point favorite tomorrow. I think they probably should be, though. I think that's probably about right. Sad ending, TL versus Auburn, with Auburn's top player and draft pick blew his knee out trying to shoot at the buzzer. Oh, wow, that sucks. Bill, this might be a stupid question, but does MIT have a basketball team? There are some colleges that don't have basketball teams, and some of them have lost their basketball teams. Like, I believe Seattle Pacific University that my daughter was going to, I believe they had one, and then they didn't have the funding for it anymore. Bill says, I don't think so. So, yeah, they're not exactly known for their athletics, but, you know, Stanford and Harvard, they've had their moments in these tournaments, and Yale. I mean, those are all, you know, schools that are known for academics above everything. They've never been the best teams in college basketball, but, I mean, those three teams have a lot of tournament appearances, Yale, Harvard, and Stanford. Didn't think so, because they're known for robotics and tech. Yeah, they're a big tech guy. I remember there's a big push when I was in high school for kids to go to MIT. They were there. They were recruiting us a lot, and ITT Tech was actually the big one they were really pushing. It might have just came out about that time. I don't know. They were giving away a lot of scholarships, though, encouraging people to go. I had a friend that went, but he was our valedictorian. He had like a 4.6. I'll say basketball is the highest sport with number of colleges that have it. It's in the 300s of total schools of basketball. Just in Division I, I would say, right? I think that's just NCAA Division I. Probably has over 300 schools, because 68 make the tournament. Yeah, that's not counting like junior colleges and different things. I would say altogether it's probably thousands. And that's going to be a foul, whistle blown there. Harvard is here in Massachusetts as well. And Duke at the line, already up by 5, 10:49 left in the half. Hits the first free throw. And this game may not go very long. Duke misses the second free throw, but Vermont down by 6 with the ball. They're nowhere near out of this. I mean, don't get me wrong there. Duke, 13.5-point favorites. I think that's about where they started. Minus 1450 on the money line, plus 750 if you're looking at Vermont. That's not a bet I would pull, though, plus 750. Give me the money line they give Duke. Give me plus 1450, and I might take it. Playing teams like Clark University, wherever that is. Right? And like Simpson Bible College that my wife went to. I mean, they had a basketball team. Whitman College in Walla Walla, they have a basketball team. And Vermont inside misses the hook shot, and Duke will take it back the other direction. And here comes Duke. And I do not have my research in for this game, Billy, because I finished a Bellator stream literally 15 minutes before this game started. And I just looked and said, oh, let's look to see what we should cover. And Vermont picks up the ball. Down by 6. Here they come. Thought about the 3. Back out on the perimeter. 9:45 left in the first half. It looks like there is a foul. Let's look it up, Billy. That's Little Town. All right, 8 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure and subscribe. Stay with us throughout the NCAA tournament. We're going to be going hard every day. Lots of games. Number 10, Colorado. Slight upset over number 7, Florida, 102-100. And there's a pass inside. Lot of traffic there. And it looks like the ball was off the knee of a Duke player there. Oh, no. My future wife is from Spokane, Mike. All right, who is that? Sydney Sweeney, Smoke Show. Oh, I've seen her. I've seen her on Letterman, I think. All right, Kyle Flipowski at the line, the number 30, the center for Duke. And Duke hits both free throws to go up by 8. 24-16, 9:34, 33, 32, 31, 9:30 left in the first half. Here, NCAA South first round. And Vermont with the ball down by 8, goes baseline, passes it to the outside. Duke seems to be with it now, though. They are warmed up. They are ready to go. Air ball, Vermont. Number 13 of Duke picks that one up easily. But there's a turnover. Turnover for Duke. Vermont ends up with the ball. And here we go. 8:50 left in the half. Oh, pass to the inside. What a block from behind by Roach. Number 3, Roach getting it done. Man, yeah, that was a heck of a block. Oh, and there's another swat from Blakowski. Number 30, Flipowski put that to rest. That shot was dead on arrival. And there's another block from 13. I think they're going to say that was a foul that time, though. So 8-point game here. And Vermont will not shoot. They will pass in from underneath the basket. 8:30 left in the first half. Vermont has not scored in 3 minutes. And there's number 20. The shot is up and almost in. There's a rebound for Duke once again. And Roach will bring it up the court. Number 3, Roach. I have a type. Blonde, blue, green eyes, and big hips. And birthing hips, huh? She's on Saturday Night Live the week after Shane Gillis. Nice. And there's a dunk on the other end once again for number 25. (26-16), 10-point lead. Duke's largest so far. All right, a quick commercial break with 7:38 left in the first half. Let's go around the country. Texas A&M up 5 points. Number 9, Texas A&M, 36. Nebraska, number 8, 31. That's over on TNT. These are the only 2 games going on right now. Grambling and Purdue will tip off in 15 minutes over on TBS. Charleston and Alabama at 5 o'clock, so about 15-20 minutes on that one. Number 13, Charleston. Number 4, Alabama. At 5 o'clock, of course, that's Grambling and Purdue. That's a 16-1. Number 16-1 also going at 6:20. 16, Longwood against number 1, Houston. 6:40 on CBS. James Madison, 31-3 during the regular season, will take on number 5, Wisconsin. TCU versus Utah State. That's a fun one. I think Utah State's actually the better team, even though TCU is favored by 3.5 points. TCU number 9, Utah State an 8 seed. And then 7:05 Pacific, Grand Canyon plays number 12. Grand Canyon plays number 5, St. Mary's. St. Mary's, a tough physical team. Thought it was terrible. SNL sucks so bad now. It's sad what happened to that show, but she was amazing as always. She was amazing. Duke, I would be from Maryland. What's up, Clavid? That show isn't what it was when Chris Farley and Adam Sandler were on it, right? Schmear. What's going on, Clavid? Good to see you, my man. I said 26-16 Duke versus Vermont. My team out already? North Carolina. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Yo, Mike, what's up? Hey, having a good time watching some NCAA basketball, man. Caught Bellator early. That just finished, I don't know, 45 minutes ago or so. Maybe it was a little more than that. Yeah, about 45 minutes ago. Tar Heels, yes, sir, Billy. When it comes to basketball, I'm a Tar Heel. College basketball. John Becker, the coach for Vermont here. So his team having some mental breakdowns. They need to settle down. I agree they need to settle down, but I think Duke may also be the far superior team here.
When we spoke with John Becker yesterday, we asked him a message to the team.
Yes, cheers, Cloud. Oh, I like the color. I got a Jordan jersey when he was on NC. It's fake but cool looking though. I like the Tar Heels covers for sure. All right, 26-16. 7 fouls on Vermont, 6 on Duke. Vermont with the ball. They pass in underneath the basket. 15 on the shot clock. And they will pass around the perimeter. 8, 7, 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Fader gets the fadeaway to go. (26-18) Duke. North Carolina is my pick to win the tournament. They play Michigan State tomorrow. Cloud says same, Billy. All right, here we go. Duke with the ball on the outer perimeter. And there's a three-point attempt. Misses. Vermont with the rebound. And there might be a foul on that one. And he's a foul on Duke, yep. I was a fan of the Tar Heels when Jordan was on it. Yep, they lost before, but we need a win. That's how old I am. Right? All right, Vermont at the line, down by 8, 26-18. They looked really dominant this morning. They may go far as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting down the stretch, man. Well, it's like my Zags look great, but who were they playing? They were playing McNeese, who I'd never heard of. Cloud said when I was in 8th grade, I remember J.J. Redick. Yep, I remember Redick. All right, Roach with the ball, 12 on the shot clock. Passing along the perimeter, inside, another miss. Vermont with the ball with a chance to cut it to 5 here. Down by 8, 6, 16, 15, 14, 13, 6, 12 left in the first half. And there's a steal from Duke. All alone, Blake's just like that. Came out of nowhere and an easy score for Duke. 28-18 Duke now. Vermont cannot afford to give up any of those. And Vermont misses again, and they miss an easy one. They're also going to have to make those easy lay-ins. Those short shots, they have got to hit those. You see points in the paint, 14-8 for Duke. And Roach fouled on the inside. Duke used to always have that one good white player that opposing fans hated. Christian Leitner, then Josh and Roberts, then Kyle signed, then J.J. Redick, then Grayson Allen. Duke for the win. Schmitz, Clavid. Dad is a high priest in the Mormon church. That's why I ask. BYU lost yesterday to Duquesne. Yep. And here comes... Oh, man. Vermont ended up with a loose ball, but then they get the steal. Duke gets the steal. Vermont steals it back. Throws it off a Duke player. It'll go back to Vermont. Wild gameplay here in the first half. 5:08 left in the half. And I have first quarter up there. That should be first half, of course. All right, Vermont under the basket. And they throw it away again. And they steal it back from number 2 Blake's, but there's going to be a whistle. I think that foul might be on Duke here, though. So Blake Yeah, and then Blake ends up fouling after he loses the ball. And remember all the players? I forgot so many. Shmeh. Well, college is changing so often anyway, so really good to know. I can rub that in my dad's face. Oh, jeez. All right, Vermont at the line. 28-18, 4:44 left in the first half. And they missed the first of a 1-and-1, and Duke gets the ball back. That's the second time they've done that. They missed the first on a 1-and-1, so you don't get a second shot. 6 turnovers for each team in the first half. But Duke has 5 points off the turnovers. Vermont has 0. 3-pointer misses for Duke. Vermont with the rebound. Duke gets back so quickly on defense, though. And Vermont going the baseline. Beautiful pass to number 21 on the inside, and he puts it down. Vermont within 8. 28-20 Duke with 4 minutes left in the first half. Shmeh means shake my head, Mike. Yeah, okay. I thought the sound shmeh is kind of like a shaking your head too, though. And Vermont gets the rebound, shoots a 3, and scores it just like that. Vermont is within 5, and their players jump off the bench in celebration. 3:42 left in the first half. And look at that, Duke still a minus 1750 favorite. And they are up by 5, I get it. But good run there for Vermont. I was going to check to see if I might actually be able to place a bet on Duke, but I think that's probably not going to happen in this game. If it does, that probably means they might lose. Love watching Nebraska lose. Damn Blue Devils and Pizza Hut. Do they always advertise Pizza Hut on Blue Devils games or something? That's a interesting comment, Clavid. All right, everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure and hit the subscribe button. Lots of action to go on tonight. 4:53 here on the West Coast. Plenty of games still to go. I like the football jerseys, but not the b-ball uniforms. Anthony Penny Hardaway from University of Memphis is also a player I liked as a kid. Oh, yeah, I remember Penny. I just used to work there as Clavid. Okay. Not a big Pizza Hut. I used to be a big Pizza Hut fan, Clavid, but their pizza is not as good as it used to be. And Clavid says, nasty ass. Pizza Hut is not that good in my opinion. Oh, they're not as good as they used to be. Maybe they never really were that good. Maybe I just liked grease and sweet sauce when I was a kid. I don't know. When I try it now, though, yeah, it's not very good. We got a good local place called South Lake Pizza, and it's real close to us. Who's the guy that played for the Wizards? And came from Maryland, came from Duke, played for the Wizards. The Wizards. I don't know. Came from Maryland? Played for the Wizards. Yeah, that's not enough information for me. Maybe Billy can figure that out. All right, 7 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. Pizza Slot, they sold out to the man. Yep, yes they did. All right, we are back on this one. Vermont going... Oh, no, excuse me. Duke taking the ball here. Duke started 6 for 7 from the field. They are 3 of 11 cents. and their lead has slipped to 5. They have led by as much as 10. That's 8 fouls on each team now. Dominique, our local spot. He went to Carvard Hall. Same school as me. He was on a billboard a while ago. I forgot who he played for first. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Robert. He didn't start with the Wizards. First free throw for Flopkowski at the line is good for Duke. Kyle Flopkowski. Will shoot the second, and it is in and out. Vermont with the rebound. They take the ball over, down by 6. All right, here we go. Vermont making their way down the court. Six on the shot clock. 3 minutes left in the first half. Oh my goodness, how did he make that? What a wild jump hook for TJ Long. Hello, Sports Center. Wow, that was incredible. And it's a 4-point ball game. That one should have been worth 10 for difficulty. And Duke just drives. He drives in the middle of 3 guys. Still misses. Vermont with the ball with the chance to cut this down to a possession. 2:20 left in the first half. Duke leads 29-25. It's a good time to watch those live odds to see if they jump around. Vermont has made their last 3 field goal attempts. Beautiful lay-in. And 1. Vermont within 2 points here. 29-27 Duke. Juan Dixon, that's all. And Gary Neal, I knew him. Nice. Good stuff, Klavitz. Shamir Bogues at the line. He has a chance to pull within 1, and he misses the free throw, and here comes Duke with just under 2 minutes left in the first half. 11 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. 9-1 run in the last 2:25 for Vermont. And they're within 2 points. And there's the 3 ball. Number 0 for Duke. He hits it. McCain. And it's just like that. It's back to a 5-point Duke lead. 127-26-25 left in the first half. It seems like a quick half too. And a fight for the ball, and Duke comes up with it, up by 5. Wow, and he just gets ran over. McCain just gets ran over from behind there by number 2 of Vermont.
I just love this opportunity here. You don't cut here, which is wide open as well. Nice grab that willing pass you Filipowski is.
I almost wonder if he knew that somebody's behind him in a foot chase and slowed down. And nobody probably wants to get ran over like that, though. So.
That was a smart play there by McCain in transition. Chris Quicciani used to do that. Yeah, I would pick up fouls all the time on me. I used to be so frustrated by that. I feel like you have some PTSD.
Oh, they're saying McCain may have done that on purpose. And McCain will shoot the second of 2, and he makes it. And seems like, Vermont was within 2 points, 20 seconds of game time ago? And just like that, Duke back up by 7. And here comes Vermont. Less than a minute left in the first half. And in and out, Duke with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the first half. And a floater misses, but there's the three-point attempt for Duke. Misses as well. Vermont with the rebound. They're going to bring it up the other side. 25 seconds left here in the first half. Duke up by 7. Vermont with the ball. About 5 seconds difference between the shot and the game clock. And they only got 3 seconds left on the shot clock. 2, 1. He's got to get this up. And it's in! What a crazy, flippant shot there. And sorry, I don't know how I got this backwards, but it's actually 34-29 Duke. But damn. Yep, he missed. All right, 5-point lead for Duke at the half. Any surprises there, Billy? Grambling and Purdue tied at 2 apiece. And Duke attempted 13 more free throws in the first half than Vermont. 2 of those on a technical from Vermont's coach John Shire for complaining about not getting calls. So he complained about not getting the calls, and then his Duke gets to shoot more free throws. All right, guys, that went from 7 to 2 quickly. Is there really only 2 people in here? I don't even trust what YouTube's trying to show me anymore. I feel like they're moving the numbers all over the place. Cloud said he missed. Watching the game like WTH. Oh, like what the hell? Yeah, sorry. All right, that was a quick half. About 52 minutes. So, and that's fine with me. I think I might only have one more game. This game is probably the last one on the mic for me today because I can feel my voice getting beat up, and I don't want to lose it for the rest of the week. All right, if you can come in on the mic with me, Billy, on Messenger, that'd be awesome. Because my, I'm feel myself starting to lose my voice. I don't know if you can hear it yet, but I can feel it starting. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. Second half coming up here, Duke and Vermont. right, guys. We are back 34-29 Duke at the half. Most famous person went to college and played for a big school and became famous was a track and field star named Patrick Johnson. We used to play tackle football in the street. Most famous you knew? I get you. He went on to get recruited as wide receiver for Oregon Ducks. Never played football except for us with us in the street and became a Hall of Famer. All right, earlier today, of course, number 13 Yale upsetting number 4 Auburn. That was a big upset, 78-76. Coming down to the last minute, last shot there. It's 6 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. We're probably about 10 minutes left of the half. And let's see what else is going on around the country here. Grand Canyon and St. Mary's playing later. We went to the Dame High School, Redlands High in California. We lived one street up. Was also an insane basketball player, just a specimen of a man. He was even in a choir with me. That's how we met. That's pretty cool. All right, Texas A&M, number 9, Texas A&M thumping Nebraska at the half, 58-44. That game also at the half, as I mentioned, Purdue up on Grambling just 12-8. Closer than I thought. It's just started here, though. 14-22 left in the first half. Sorry, guys, should answer a text here. From another YouTube. We're talking about YouTube here. It's Kevin Hill. Well, you guys see him, the Homesteading Hills. It's Kevin of Homesteading Hills. Put some new videos up, so. He's the fastest runner in the U.S. that year in track and field. That's why he was recruited as wide receiver. Plus playing tackle football in the streets. Boy had hands, never dropped the ball after he got hit. right, guys, maybe 10 minutes left in the half here. It's 5'10", 200 PBS, but no cornerback can keep up with him. He was quick. All right, Texas A&M, Nebraska still at the half. Of course, Vermont, Duke still at the half here. Purdue doubling up on Grambling, 16-8. Number 13, Charleston leading number 4, Alabama. Still very early there, though, 15-11 with 13:32 to go in the half. Earlier today, number 3, Baylor defeated Colgate 92-67. San Diego State squeaks by number 12, UAB, from their 5 seed, 69-65. Number 2, Marquette did what they were supposed to do against Western Kentucky, 87-69. Number 6, Clemson defeated number 11, New Mexico, 77-56. That's a 21-point victory. UConn stomped Stetson. That's what was supposed to happen. 91-52. Yale, we talked about it earlier, that big upset, number 13 over a 4, 78-76. Number 10, Colorado defeated number 7, Florida, 102-100. Games starting tonight. Nothing starting for another hour. Number 16, Longwood facing number 1, Houston, 6:20 over on TNT. James Madison and Wisconsin, number 12, number 5, will kick off at 6:40. Numbers 9 and 8, TCU, Utah State, 6:55 on TBS. Last game of the night will be number 12, Grand Canyon versus number 5, St. Mary's. That'll be on True TV at 7:05 Pacific. Played for the Ravens, Redskins, and Jaguars. Had a good career in the NFL. One of my closest friends. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's great. We had quite a few players drafted for baseball, but yeah, then we had a few guys going to the NFL. Some that I was friends with. Peter Sermon was a defensive tackle for the Tennessee Titans. I was the Tennessee Titans at the time, and I think he played for a couple other teams too. And then Drew Bledsoe went to my school. Robert, I'm sure you probably know who he is. He was quarterback for the New England Patriots before he got injured, and a man named Tom Brady came in and took his spot. Now, he did take him to a Super Bowl, though, against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. Something else you guys didn't know about me? It's just not a famous band I know. No, it's athletes. As well as everyone loved to party with the Rob Dog. As long as you didn't go too much Raw Dog, and you're still here with us, so... What is this commercial? Power out on NCAA basketball. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a dumb commercial. Had everybody being glued to their phones when the power goes out. That'll be something interesting though. So we lose the power. More than most places probably here. We lose power 4 or 5 times a year for, probably 5 times a year for a good amount of time, like several hours. And we have more flash power outages than that. Like a couple days ago, it flashed during a stream. But imagine, like, if the power goes out, like, how much power do you have left on your phone? And how long is that going to last? And how are you going to use that to communicate with people? How many people are going to be on their social media when they got 20% on their phone? They don't know when they're ever going to be able to charge it again. And they're going to be addicted to Twitter, though, still playing around. I don't know. I like to think of crazy scenarios like that. But I think we're more likely to get a countrywide or even worldwide internet outage other than a power. But I think that's something that's going to happen one day. It's one of the reasons I save DVDs here. I think one day, like the internet, I don't know how long it'll be down for, but I think there's going to be a day within the next couple of years that we'll lose internet for at least a couple days. I just have that feeling. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully. Billy, you still up in here? I was trying to get Billy to save my voice. I think he disappeared for the half. All right, I said 34-29. I even had to search and frisk Too Tall Jones when I worked as a bouncer. That was awkward. I was literally staring eye to eye with his D. Oh my goodness. All right, 34-29. Vermont actually out shooting Duke percentage-wise, 48-43%, 3 of 8 for each team from the 3-point line. The big difference is on the free throw line. Duke has shot 13 free throws in the first half. Vermont 0 for 3 from the line. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. You could go back, I guess, and look at each foul individually, but that's a very lopsided foul stat. 13-3. All right, we're just a couple minutes away from starting the second half. Vermont leaving their huddle right now. Still managed to take a shot with him on my lunch break. Nice. What's up, Adam from Allen? It's nice, Rob. I'm closer to the country, so we got to play tackle on grass. Play it on asphalt will make you faster than ever to not get tackled. Oh, yeah, you do not want to be playing on concrete, man. All right, Vermont with the ball to start the second half, down by 5. 34-29 Duke, 1947, 46, 45 left in the second half. There's a miss for Vermont. Duke gets the rebound, and we'll switch this over to second half. Oh, and there's Duke 25 slamming it down again. Deja vu over and over for Vermont today. Number 25 just continuously dunking the ball down on their heads. 7-point lead for Duke. And Vermont, there's a quick basket. Number 12 underneath. Beautiful pass. And it is 36-31. Points in the paint, 16 for each team. 18, 56, 55, 54 left in the second half. Duke with good ball movement on the outside. Thought about the three. Flopowski going to try to attack the hoop. There is a foul. All right, 7 up in the chat. Please hit that like and share button. Hopefully we can bump the numbers up on this. Duke is a really popular team. So the town I grew up in was rural, practically country. But when we couldn't get a ride to the park or school, we'd play on the street. Didn't say we're the brightest bunch. And Duke, that's going to be out of bounds over the top there on that shot for Duke. So Duke will take over up by 5, 18-41 left here. Or excuse me, Vermont will take over. Down by 5, 18-36, 35, 34 left in the second half. And here comes Vermont. Passing up to number 12. Oh, and he gets it stolen. That was number 3, Roach with the steal. And 25 loses off his foot. Did Vermont touch it on the way out before it went out of bounds? 18-14 left in the half. And Duke will inbound. So yes, Vermont did touch it apparently. All right, here comes Mitchell with the ball. Passes to Roach. Back into Mitchell. Almost stolen. And Roach is going to take it all the way himself. No foul. And he loses the ball. Here comes Vermont down by 5. And they're going to wait to get everybody back here. And a pass to the outside. Number 12 once again. Back to 1. He's going to shoot the 3. Misses. There's a rebound for Vermont, though. They needed to be better on the offensive rebounds after the first half. And that's a good start. And number 12 taking the 3, misses again. Duke with the rebound. That's going to be McCain with the rebound at number 0 for Duke. Had some guys go pro, but none from my neighborhood. My neighborhood partied. All right, 5-point lead for Duke with the ball. 17:05 left in the half. And there's the 3 ball from the corner. In and out. Vermont gets to it. That's number 12 again. He is a ball magnet. And 10 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. If you're not subscribed, make sure and take care of that now. 5-point game here. 36-31 Duke. Vermont with the ball. Oh, and look at that turn from number 12. And then he misses the easy basket, though. Duke gets the ball. Vermont steals it back. And again, and he doesn't miss it this time, and 1. Number 12 putting it down with a chance to bring Vermont within 2 points. And let's see what the old odds have to say about that. Yeah. Duke just a minus 620 now. Vermont plus 400. And he hits the first of 2 free throws. First free throw made of the game for Vermont. And they are still within 2 points. right, here comes Duke up by 2, 16-20 left in the second half. Could be looking at another possible upset, 13-4. There's Mitchell, number 25, on the inside. Can't get it in, but Flapowski, number 30, taps it in. But it's going to be too little, too late. I believe he will go to the line, though. Played a lot of hacky sack, waiting for the school bus, drinking vodka. Someone always brought a bottle of water that was pure vodka. All right, Mitchell back at the line for Duke, up by 2, misses the first. Purdue up 29-19 on Grambling in the 16-1 seed there. Number 4, Alabama, just 4 points ahead of number 13, Charlotte. Number 9, Texas A&M, up 69-54. Number 8, Nebraska. That's a whooping going on over there. And Mitchell misses both free throws, and Vermont will have a chance to tie this ball game up here or take a 1-point lead. Now, 2 Vermont players with 3 fouls so far. Duke, of course, not a lot of foul trouble because they didn't call a lot of fouls on them in the first half. 8-7 left on the shot clock. 6. And there's a 3 from the corner. In and out. Rebound, Duke. That's Flapowski. And Duke looking to widen this lead again, but they cannot shoot the ball lately. And there's number 0 with the three-pointer. You can't leave him open like that. He got the step. And just like that, 39-34 Duke with 15-20 left in the second half, left in the game. 4 and after school is a wild boy from 7th to 12th grades, Robert. All right. Vermont to the hoop, and there draws a foul finally. Adam says, no joke, got a bicycle jump and jumped kids laying on the ground while waiting for the bus. Oh, yeah, we did that too, right in front of my house. We were the entertainment. We used to jump off our roofs too. Another thing we liked to do, because we had houses that were decent and close together, we would jump from roof to roof in the neighborhood. So they called me Heart Attack Man. Never had a heart attack, though. Knock on wood. And then we started, when we were younger, we started jumping off the roofs. And then one tall kid named Sean, he decided to go with us. He was a taller kid. I don't know how tall he was at that time, but he was, you know, like getting closer to like adult tall. And he jumped off the roof and broke his ankle. And the adults tried to keep us off of the roofs after that. Damn, that was fun, though. I guess I've always liked roofs. Never really had much of a fear of heights. We did the same, Adam. We had a wicked asphalt jump in front of my house. Now, another thing we used to do, I used to play a lot of basketball back in the day. Like, if I wasn't at school and I wasn't in judo practice, I was either riding my bike somewhere or mostly playing basketball, especially during the summer. And we used to play, I was in elementary school. It was called Payne School. It was an old elementary school that was shut down. But you could climb on the ladder up almost to the top of the roof, and we would shoot the ball off of the roof. We got pretty good at that. The problem was when it hit the rim, if it hit the rim or the top of the board, it would bounce so high it would end up in other people's yards over the fences. So then you'd have to go, fight the dogs for them. But good times. And it would warp the hell out of your basketballs. Or jumping off roof onto trampolines into pools. That was fun. Sometimes with a bike or a skateboard. You guys had more money than us then. We didn't have no pools. We just had grass. Or trampolines. Nice. Everything is a jump when you're young, right? Oh, to be young again. All right, 39-34 here. A little bit of a break. Let's look around the league. Texas A&M widening that lead on Nebraska, 76-60. Purdue, number 1 Purdue, up just 6 points on Grambling, 31-25. But the number 4 13 seed, Alabama, number 4 seed, leading Charleston by just 4, 30-26. So a couple of fairly close games there on the 4 and 13 seeds, 1 and 16, and then, of course, here on the 13 and 4. Vermont at the line misses the first of 2. 15:08 left in this game. '80s kids live to the fullest. Young people think it's just a saying, but we did. All right, and Vermont hits the second of 2 free throws. Back to a 4-point game. Duke ball with 15 minutes left in this game. And there's McCain on the outside to Roach. Back to McCain. They're trying to get it into Flapkowski, which they do, who's immediately triple teamed. And that opens up number 5 on the outside. Hits the three-pointer. Proctor with the three-pointer for Duke, and great ball movement there for Duke as they go up 42-35. And a whistle there, 14-21 in the half.
That's the 9th turnover of the night for Vermont. They come in averaging 9 per game.
And that's the 9th turnover, as I mentioned, of the night for Vermont. And Duke will take over with a 7-point lead, 14-10 left in the game. 7 points off turnovers for Duke, none for Vermont, and that's the difference in the game, 42-35. Give Vermont a couple of free throw shots in the first half, and they most likely lead this. Both of those things working against Vermont. It's amazing that this game is so close. And Duke with the ball, moving around the outside, inside to Flapkowski, who can't keep a hold of it. Oh, and there's another 3 for number 5. Misses, though. Vermont looking for the rebound. Looks like he knocked it out of bounds, though. Thank you, Professor Chaos. I seen you just messaged me over there on Twitter. Hopefully we'll get those poker games we talked about going. Remember one times on acid, we were sitting on the edge of a 200-foot cliff. One of my friends hit a rock with a skateboard, bounced off my friend's head as we were on the ledge. Oh, geez. Flapkowski, just 3 points for today. Unusually quiet day for him. And Roach from the outside, he's going to shoot the jumper, and that will not go. Vermont with the rebound, 13:25 left in the game. 20 on the shot clock here for Vermont. Plenty of time to set something up. And number 12 is just, and he turns, I'm not sure who that went off of last. That ball was bouncing around like a pinball. Let's see if, oh man, Duke might, in that dive, Proctor might have touched at number 5. Also could have went off number 2, Vermont, though. Okay, so they're going to say it did go off of Duke, and Vermont will inbound. And number 2 loses it off of his own foot while he was dribbling in between his legs. Sloppy move there for Vermont. And there's a 3 ball from the outside for Duke. Misses. And it'll go out of bounds. All right, 8 up in the chat now. I said hit that like and share button if you haven't already. Look back at me. Another friend was laughing so hard that it didn't knock him out on the cliff. And the friend that did, it was looking behind him like he didn't know where it came from. All right, Vermont will take over with the ball. Still down by 7. It feels like nobody scored in a long time here. 42-35. And Vermont with good ball movement there. This has been a very physical defensive game, though. And there's number 12 for Vermont again. Passes to the outside. He's double teamed. And back to him. There's the dunk. And 42-37 Duke. Duke up by 5. Takes the ball with 12:10 left in the game. That's 11 points for number 12, Bogues. And that looked like an easy lay-in for Duke, but can't get it to go. But let's watch, the way they set that up. That was beautiful. And even 12 minutes to go left in the game, and they will go to a commercial break one more time. One memory that is burned in my brain forever. I can remember that day minute by minute. All right, let's check some other scores from around the league. Purdue's built their lead to 7 on Grambling, 34-27, 138 left in the first half of that game. Number 4, Alabama, leading number 13, Charleston, by 6, 34-28. With 5:02 in the half left to go in that game. Texas A&M still beating up Nebraska 76-60. 11:46 left in that game. Just 4 more games to be played tonight after this. And then the action starts all over again tomorrow. And tomorrow, of course, we have UFC as well. Rose Namajunas taking on Amanda Hebus. I like the Rose money. I'm looking at that card through rose-colored glasses. So high on 2 hits of acid. I can't believe I survived. Make it to the top of that mountain. Back down. Wild stuff. I just realized, I don't know why I just realized it though, but I just realized it's Friday night. My wife doesn't have to wake up and go to work in the morning. So I think after this game, I will head on. I was 15 years old, says Robert, but this is still a close game right now. So tomorrow, UFC main card starts at 4 p.m. Oh man, when does Washington State men's basketball play? Well, WSU start at 3:10 against Iowa State. That's a tough one, but at 12:45 tomorrow, I'll be doing Gonzaga in Kansas. Mark Mitchell, 13 points today, 5 for 8 on field goals, all of them dunks. All right, and Duke will inbound. Oh, and that might be an offensive foul on number 0, McCain.
On the drive by McCain, he's looking around. Wait a second, is that offensive? It is.
think
Yep.
he never got in position, I don't think, unless they're calling the arm extended, but I didn't see much of that. I thought the arm did extend on that.
All right, he just popped him. All right, that's 3 fouls on McCain. 11 points for him. They could use him down the stretch. 11:50 left in this game. Vermont really still within striking distance, down by 5, in a very low-scoring game for a Duke game. Vermont, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 8, 7, 6. And they're going to shoot a 3, almost in. Rebound for Duke. That's number 0, McCain. And Duke is now not scored in 3.5 minutes. And they're going to try to feed it inside to Flipowski, who almost turns the ball over there. And there McCain has it again. 1 second on the game, or on the shot clock, and he gets it to go. Beautiful little floater. And a 7-point lead for Duke. 44-37. That's 13 points on the day for McCain. Zaga versus Kansas and North Carolina versus Michigan State are the games of the day tomorrow. All right, and Vermont misses again, and Duke with the ball up by 7. And a lot of times these lower seeds, like, they'll hang there, until you get to about this point with about 10 minutes left in the game, and the higher seed a lot of times will start blowing them out about now. We'll see if that's the point here. Mitchell inside gets the lay-in, and that brings Duke to a 9-point lead, and I'm surprised to not see Vermont calling a timeout right now. And they do. 9:59 left in this game. Duke with their second biggest lead of the game, up by 9, 46-37. Write a book and pass out in rehab centers. Scare people straight. All right, let's look at the other games going on around the country here. So we got another break here. Texas A&M 79 over Nebraska 62. Purdue widening their lead on Grambling as well, 36-27, up 9 points at the half. Alabama up 10 points on Charleston, 42-32. 3:04 left to play in that game. The next game, number 16 Longwood and number 1 Houston. That will be tipping off in about 30 minutes on TNT. Houston 23.5-point favorites on that one, though. The competitive game, game that should be competitive of the night. Well, 2 games, I guess. TCU and Utah State. That's the 8 and 9 seed. And then number 12, Grand Canyon, playing number 5, St. Mary's. It's a good angle, but hell yeah, have some fun with it. Comedy. Man, you got to wonder how many commercials they play in one of these games. Because, like I said, the first half got through quickly. 53 minutes. 53 minutes for 20 minutes of game play. Game time, like, that's pretty good. I don't remember when the half ended, though. It's 10-6 now. And still about 10 minutes left in this game time. So this should finish up about 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. I actually think about becoming a comedian. If I can just structure my life stories like Joey Diaz, it could be something I might have a talent for. Well, it's something you can do when, you're disabled, can't work a full-time job, but comedian, I mean, you can do that. Just talking, right? If you can stand on stage for an hour. There for a while, Richard Pryor even came in a wheelchair. Those weren't his best days, but... All right, in Vermont with the ball down by 9. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this game. There's a 3 from the outside. Air ball. And Roach is there to catch that for Duke. And he gets it to number 5, Proctor, back to Roach. 9:36, 35, 34 left in this game. And Roach gets the screen off to Flapowski. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here comes Roach, going to take it by himself, lays it in. And Duke goes up by 11, 48-37. Here comes Vermont. And that is number 12, Bogues. So now over 3 minutes with no score for Vermont. Bogues fixes that with a nice little lay-in. 9-point game. (48-39) Duke. And suffocating defense here by Vermont, but they foul with 8:51 left in the game.
Picks up his second personal.
All right, Roach will go to the line. 6 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds on the day. And he hits the first of 2. 10-point lead, Duke. And you see the substitutions. Many for both benches as Duke takes an 11-point lead with this free throw, and it hits. 50-39, and not so competitive now all of a sudden. Purdue still up by Purdue and Grambling at halftime. 36-27. Alabama up by 13 now on Charleston with 1:54 to go in the half two. They're blowing that game open. 5 on the shot clock here for Vermont. They got to get a shot up. There's a three-pointer and another air ball. Duke comes up with it. And they're going to shoot another 3 from the outside, in and out. Vermont with the rebound. 11-point game. 8:10:09, 8:08 left in this game. And Vermont is 0 for 7 from the three-point stripe this half. And they're going to decide to take it on the inside. Easy lay-in there for number 12, Bogues. And they cut it back within single digits at least. 50-41 Duke. 7:40 left to play in this game. And here's Roach again. He's just going to attack the basket. Almost puts it in. Vermont ends up with the ball. There's Bogues. And here comes Vermont. Thought about the 3 again. Bogues is going to take it wide open, and he sinks it. And just when you think you've put Vermont away, they start to come back. Look at this. 6-point game. 50-44 Duke with 7:12 left in the game. And that's going to force Duke to call a timeout. 50-44. And they're going to take a quick break there. We'll look at scores from around the league. Texas A&M. Wow, they must have went on a big scoring run there because they are up 85-64 now by 21 on Nebraska. They've scored 85 points, and there's still 8 minutes and 18 seconds to play in that game. That is a scoring explosion. For example, there's just a minute less to go in the Vermont Duke game, and it's 50-44. Alabama up 13 on Charleston, 47-34. The number 4 seed leading the 13 with 1:41 left to go in the half there. And Duke back to a minus 1950 favorite here, plus 950 for Vermont. 6-point game. I mean, if you could get 10 times your money for this, it's almost worth taking a chance on Vermont. It might be worth taking a chance. That's very interesting to get 10-1 odds right now. And it's not like Duke's been playing incredible either. Both these teams have not shot the ball well. A lot of that is due to good defense on both sides of the ball. They're letting them play a lot more here too, it seems like, in this game too, which I do like that. I'm seeing a lot of physicality where there's not whistles being blown. So that's the kind of basketball I like to watch. I don't want to sit and watch people shoot free throws all day. Anybody got any bets in for UFC tomorrow? Don't forget, we're back in UFC. Rose Namajunas facing Amanda Hebus. Coleman Jr. Toffa, or Justin Toffa, a heavyweight, finally doesn't, hopefully, knock on wood, that he doesn't cancel a fight here against Carl Williams at heavyweight. Edmund Shabazian returns against AJ Dobson. Peyton Talbot, I know you're a fan of him, Robert, takes on Cameron Suleiman, and Billy Q. Billy Quarantino comes back against Youssef Zalal. Main card starts tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back over on Fights with Friends for that one, like we were for Bellator this morning. And there's a Duke miss. It looks like, that might be out on Vermont. I think 32 touched that last. 6:51 left in this game. So Deloney and Bogues for Vermont have scored 29 points. The whole rest of the team has only scored 13. Or 15, excuse me. And there's a three-point attempt from the outside. Why do you leave Proctor open like that? A wide open Proctor from the three-point line, and that extends the Duke lead to 9. Speaking of comedians, check out Stavros Halkias. He's great, good crowd work. All right, Vermont with the ball, looking to cut this to 7. 5 on the shot clock, 6:10 left in the game. 2-1, and there's the jumper, in and out. Duke gets the rebound. That's McCain, and he will pass it off to Proctor. Proctor will bring it up the court. Proctor had a wide open 3 last time down the court. He's going to give it to Roach, point guard. Love that guy, says Robert. All right. And just 3.5 seconds left on the shot clock for Duke, and there's a whistle, though.
And he picks up his 4th. Choose perfection. Choose LELG OLED TiVo. Choose it.
All right, and is that going to be it? Now they're going to re-inbound this. So no shots on that foul. Proctor will inbound the ball with 5:39 left in the half and 20 on the shot clock. Into Flopowski. And there's a steal from Vermont. Errant pass there by Duke. And Bogues passes to the outside. There's a three, in and out. Duke there for the rebound, though. And they just take the ball right back over with a little less time left in the game. 5:18, 17, 16, 5:15 left in this one. Duke's got to be starting to feel a lot more comfortable than they were maybe even just a few minutes ago. And driving to the basket is Roach, and he is fouled.
Good read. First foul called on TJ Hurley. That is 16.
That's going to be on TJ Hurley. Check out our You Garbage podcast. Foley and Kevin Ryan, all your favorite comedians, love his podcast.
These two teams will huddle up with 5:03 to play in Brooklyn.
And looks like another timeout with 5:03, maybe a television timeout, I don't know. A lot of commercials there, though. Texas A&M up 22 points on Nebraska now, 88-66. And Alabama and Charleston now at the half as well. Alabama up 17 on number 13 Charleston, 51-34. Number 9 Northwest disposed of number 8 FAU earlier, 77-65. Number 3 Baylor defeated number 14 Colgate, 92-67. And we are back. Garbage or Trash, my favorite comedy podcast. All right, here we go. Duke inbounding the ball. They will inbound to McCain, out to Flopowski. And Roach will take the ball at the top of the key, and he's going to take it the whole way and lay it in, and the foul.
Gets to the rack and the foul. I love this kid, though. He does not mind the moment.
Look at Roach. He just decides to take on everybody, and he just blows by him. Nobody could stop him. He's so fast.
The foul on Fiorillo. That's number 4.
The way he drives to the basket like that so quickly, it kind of reminds me of a Gary Payton. 10 for Jeremy Roach today. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And Roach will shoot one, insult to injury, and he hits it. 12-point lead now for Duke. Vermont really needs some stops here. This is the largest lead of the night for Duke. 4:45 left in this game. And there's a three-point shot from number 1, and he hits it. Well, that's a good start. Back to a 9-point game. Vermont needs a lot more of that, though. That was Deloney. He's got 14 points on the game. Number 1, Deloney. For Vermont. And Duke playing a little bit of keep away here. And they get a new shot clock on the miss. 4:10, 09, 08, 7, 6, 4:05 left in this game. And 5 on the shot clock again. Oh, and Proctor nails another jumper. Number 5, Proctor. And Duke back up by 11. And there's a block at the other side from Flopowski. And Duke looking to shut this game out. There's Proctor from the three-point line. Misses. But they get the rebound and a new shot. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Excuse me. I thought that hit rim. I thought they should have got a new shot clock. But 5 on the shot clock, 3:18 left in the game. Air ball, Duke, and Vermont will take over trailing by 11. All right, thanks again for everybody tuning in to this one. We're doing as good on this as we did Bellator on Fights with Friends this morning, so thank you for that. It might be the same 5 to 15 of you circling in and out, but I appreciate it. Racking up the watch time in this channel. I'll have to see how quick I can get to 4,000 hours within a year. Or yeah, you gotta have 4,000 hours within a year. Let's see if I can get to 4,000 hours in like a couple months. That being said, we only had 1,000 hours watch time on Fights with Friends last month, and it was a pretty good month. All right, 8 in the chat. If you haven't hit the like button, don't forget to hit that. If you're new, hey, we're covering NCAA basketball all the way through the end of the tournament and many other sports throughout the rest of the year. This is a full-time business here now. YouTube, Mike Sports Experience, and Fights with Friends. Let's go to the rest of the country and see where the scores are. Texas A&M putting up 94 points, and there's still over 4 minutes left to go in that game. 94-72, they are leading Nebraska. That's going to draw some attention. Duke, of course, up 11 in this game, but just to compare it, 94-72 with 4 minutes left. There's just 50 seconds less left in this game, and it's 58-72. Or, excuse me, 58-47. So 94-72, 58-47. Similar amounts in each game for time left. And if you're looking for a fun game to watch tonight, I would recommend St. Mary's and Grand Canyon, though, on True TV. That one starts in just about an hour. St. Mary's 5.5-point favorites. And they are a fun team to watch. Another good one tonight. Numbers 8 and 9 seed TCU and Utah State. That one's going to start in about 50 minutes on TBS. And for those of you having a hard time finding these games, they're all on HBO Max. Apparently on HBO Max, I didn't realize this, but you get True TV, TBS, and TNT because Warner Brothers owns them all now. All right, Vermont with the ball down by 11. 3:05, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes left in this game. And there's a three-point attempt from the outside. He hits it, but it's after the whistle blew. That'll be a foul on Duke before the shot, so Vermont will have to re-inbound the pass. Re-inbound the ball. And there's Bogues, number 12, Bogues with the ball. Him and Deloney have put up the majority of shots today, and there's Deloney, number 1, misses that one. And McCain with the rebound for Duke, and they're going to really start to use up some time off the clock now. McCain being double-teamed. Vermont almost gets the steal. You guys know when almost starts, when almost counts, though, and it's not right here. .239 left in this game. It's getting almost to the point that it would be a miraculous comeback if Vermont can do this. And McCain hits a big one because that was the first of a 1-and-1. Duke up 59-47. 86% free throw shooter, almost 87 on the season for McCain. And Duke hits 60. 13-point lead with just 2:35 left to go in this game. And Vermont, you got to think Vermont's all about the threes right now, and they're going to already have to start thinking about fouling. And are they saying that's out on Vermont? I thought it hit a Duke player.
And not really trust your offense to create a scoring opportunity, but trust your ability to score going one-on-one.
And Deloney will take a rest on the bench there for Vermont, and Duke will inbound the ball. 11 turnovers today for Vermont, 9 for Duke. And Vermont playing full court tough. They are really making it hard for Roach to bring the ball up. And Alamuto for Vermont, he fouls out without foul. I'm just chalking up watch time here, 60. So thank you guys for that. 60-47. Sam Alamuto fouled out of the game. He only had 2 points, but he is a ferocious defender. And Roach will go to the line one more time. Hits the first of a 1-and-1 again. 14-point lead Duke. And the second hits, biggest lead today for Duke. 15 points with just 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this game. Now Vermont would need a miracle. And they get 3 attempts on the inside. And on the fourth one, Duke finally gets the block and gets the ball back. Yeah, I think Vermont, they might be out of this game mentally now as well, as Duke plays keep away with the ball. But just 34, 33, 32 left in this game with a 15-point lead for Duke. I think you can pretty much decide who wins this one. But Vermont gets the steal. Oh, what happened there? I thought that was going to be an easy basket for number 20 for Vermont, and he... Oh, man, he twisted an ankle. He hurt something here. That's TJ Long, number 20 for Vermont, down on the ground. He went down screaming with 1:18 left in the game. Looked like it was going to be an easy basket.
Well, you can see that buckle. Goodness. There's a hush that's come over the crowd here. Oh, he hyperextended his leg a bit there. Yeah, it's the right knee that...
Maybe a hyperextension of the knee. You got to hope it's... Yeah, just a weird way that he stepped on it there. You got to hope he didn't tear something.
We'll step aside. Concern right now for the junior, TJ Long of Vermont.
Hey, you seeing this?
Yeah, TJ Long, an injury time out there. You got to hope that TJ Long doesn't have some kind of career-ending injury. I don't know if he was looking at a possible career in the NBA or anything, but regardless, you don't want to get a major injury like that when you're that young. I mean, you never want to get a major injury, but it's a long time to live with that. All right, Texas A&M up to 98-81 over there. 2:01 left in that ball game. 118 left here, Duke and Vermont.
The amount that is required over the course of a basketball season.
Purdue up 13 points on Grambling, 42-29. But yeah, he's going to leave. Long's going to have to leave on crutches. That is sad. And Duke will take the ball up by 15. 1:10 left in this game. Roach with the ball. And, man, he just goaded Deloney. He bumps Deloney with the shoulder, and Deloney bumps him back. And He's trying to say to the official, he's like, hey, I just did the same damn thing he did to me.
I actually like that. He brought a great physicality to this game. Vermont not backing down.
And that's going to put Roach at the line, but I don't agree with the foul call there because I felt like Roach did the exact same thing to him and misses the first free throw.
For the Catamounts in the first
If this
round.
game was a fight, they'd stop it.
Years at the helm. Burton Mills.
All right, 1:05 left in this. Yeah, Roach misses the first. Yeah, there would have to be something crazy from Vermont here. They would just have to start raining threes from the sky.
Selfish. You gotta play. Yeah, you gotta play hard. Good test in the first round.
Oh, did Deloney foul out?
Run some good action. Jackson's skipper is going to come into the game, and a lot of love for Aaron Deloney, the end of an outstanding collegiate career. 5 years.
All right, and after that injury, it looks like they are taking the starters out of this one. They don't want to see any more injuries, and they're just going to let the time expire on this one. So they do stop it, Adam. There you go, Duke. Let's see who Duke's going to play next. Do you know, Billy, who's next for Duke?
Final 45 seconds.
Yeah, that was a real sad ending for Vermont. I mean, this game was much closer than this for most of the game, but then to have one of their best players long go down with an injury.
Playing, I believe.
Yep. Good guys a shot that down the road they never get that opportunity, right? A chance to play in the NCAA tournament. Some of those guys. But give Duke credit. Completely good second
Yeah,
half.
good job with Duke sticking with it. They weren't shooting well early, but they shot well enough. They hit some crucial threes down there. Won the free throw battle in the first half, of course, but I don't know that Vermont ever led. They might have led right at the very beginning of the game. They were close most of it, but like I said, I don't know that they ever led. Tomorrow we'll start at 12:45 Pacific, 3:45 Eastern with Gonzaga and Kansas. Then we'll switch over to UFC. I'll be watching out of the corner of my eye probably a little bit because the Washington State Cougars will be playing at the same time as the UFC. Well, they start about 50 minutes before that, before the UFC main card. And Duke tacking a few more on, and Vermont will run the timeout here. They're going to try to hit one last three, and they don't. And Duke gets the rebound. Final score here, Duke 67, Duke 64, Vermont 47. So a much closer game than the way it ended up, but 17-point win for Duke second round. And let's see who they will play. They will play the winner of tonight's game that will tip off in about 30 minutes between number 12 James Madison and number 5 Wisconsin. All right, 8 up in the chat. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm going to call it a night, go spend some time with my wife. Thanks for tuning in earlier to Bellator over on Fights of Friends, those that were there. And thanks for tuning in to this one on Mike Sports Experience. As always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see you all very, very soon.